sir. You already know what time it is.
Oh, yes.
I am Matt P.
And I'm Jeremy Chase.
And this is Parking Lot Parables. Here we are once again coming to just talk about, whatever.
Whatever.
We hope y'all are doing well so far. We are, about 2 weeks into the month.
Yeah.
This year is, it's flowing by fairly smoothly.
Yeah, so far.
We're coming into the first quarter. Like, we are coming to the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, man.
It definitely ain't like last year. That's so far. That's for sure.
That's doggone sure.
Yeah. We done had a couple of people put Gorilla Glue on themselves, but
yeah. All-Star Weekend was this weekend.
I know this is gonna be a crazy question. Y'all probably gonna look at me crazy, but what is All-Star Weekend?
That's pretty much where they do the basketball game between all the teams. Like, all the all-stars of each team get together and play a pickup game. They do the three-point shootout, the dunking contest, all that.
See, I don't keep up with none of that, man. So
I haven't watched the All-Star Weekend in like 5-6 years.
Yeah, I don't keep up with none of that.
Yeah.
But who is y'all going? Well, shoot, do you even go for somebody in that?
Not really. Cause like all the teams be mixed up, so you can go for your favorite players, but it's whatever. I don't be tuning in like that. But it's also a chance for a lot of thottery to go down.
Kind of like a freak. Do they still have Freaknik?
Oh no, they canceled that a long time ago. But yeah, it was All-Star Weekend this weekend. All those in Atlanta, hope y'all staying safe. Saw a whole bunch of pictures of people tires being taken, and I was like, dang, they were out there, bruh. I left them on the cement block.
No, they taking people tires.
Yeah. Oh yeah, bruh.
Why? I'm telling you, boy, no matter how good things might be looking, there's always gonna be the depraved.
Oh yeah.
Somewhere.
Yeah, trying to cash out for people's foolishness, man.
Trying to catch folks slipping. Some of y'all be making it easy too, boy.
Yeah, man.
Might as well just say, here, take me now.
Okay. I was like, man, y'all better tighten up. But yeah, man, it was All-Star Weekend, but it was life moves on.
Yeah.
Some people were stuck in Atlanta, which is foolish as well. Going out there on a whim, not knowing how you gonna get back.
It's like them strippers and stuff. Them women that went to Miami, and got stuck down there.
Yeah, man. Like, I don't understand it. But it is what it is. That's not what we're talking about today.
No, not really.
So today we're going to talk about how roles as women has changed over time and how we feel about it. So we'll go over one of the first roles. I know, growing up, it was the woman's responsibility to cook. They slaved over a hot stove. They, made a meal every night, waiting for the husband to come home and prepare. What you think about that, bro? You think that's still valid today, or what you?
I don't think that's silly. There's entirely too much going on these days to try and put one responsibility solely on one person. Excuse me. Everybody needs a break.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes she may have had a hard day. Come home, if you can cook.
Exactly.
I'm definitely gonna cook.
I feel you, bro.
I pray to God my wife can cook. Well, to be quite honest, if I'm being honest, she ain't gonna be my wife if she can't cook anyway.
Dang,
I'm just.
Hey,
that's just one of my.
That's your preference. Hey,
it's not. I wouldn't even call it a preference, bro. It's like that's right under. Gotta believe in Jesus.
Dang. Hey.
You gotta believe in Jesus. You gotta be able to cook. Now I ain't saying you gotta be the best cook. You ain't gotta be no chef out here.
Yeah.
But you gotta be able to put together a comprehensive something. and it tastes good, man. Like, cause if it tastes like trash, I ain't gonna lie, boy. I'm gonna be out the door.
Look.
Like, so you know how some people be like, well, I gotta test drive the car before I buy it.
Yeah.
I'm test driving that cookie.
Oh, I get that. I definitely get that. For me, I don't know how to cook, so yeah, I need someone that know how to cook.
Hold on, wait a minute. Don't you gotta show Jeremy learns to cook?
It is. I'm learning.
Well, so I think you should rephrase that and be like, I know how to cook certain things.
Oh yeah, I know how to cook certain things like breakfast. I got down pat.
Hey, and I feel like ain't nothing wrong with bread. Not if you're not that good, you know, the dinner items. Okay, you can work on it.
Yeah,
I feel like if you can cook one thing, you can cook another.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just.
Yeah, I think I can cook. I just haven't done it a lot. I'll say that.
I can see that.
But yeah, I would prefer someone who does cook. Look, my girlfriend can throw down. Man, when I went up there, I think it was, I forgot when, for her birthday, man, she put together a nice situation. But yeah, like I'm definitely appreciative of someone who cooks, but at the same time, you know, I want to be able to throw down every now and then, you know, throw some snakes on the grill.
Not just on the grill either. Let me go ahead and say that. Like, yeah. You know, so many people be like, well, a man should know how to grill. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like grilled food, so I'm definitely gonna work on my grill skills, you know. Same. I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of hit or miss for me because I don't do it as much as, I just don't do it a lot. Yeah. You know, that's grilling, that's something you gotta, I don't know, that's kind of like that's archery, man. You gotta perfect sharp, over time. Yeah, you gotta keep that junk sharp. That's something you gotta keep doing. Yeah. But I mean, I don't think it was ever a good idea to make cooking like and clean. You know, might as well just say cleaning too.
Yeah, like no, man.
That should never be like one person's job.
And you know what? I'm the type of person, if you cook, I'ma clean up. You know, or like I'ma share in the responsibility in some way. You know, and I think like some people miss out. Like, I have fun just cooking with my girl, you know? Like, people be missing out on opportunities to get more intimate. Because, like, that alone is a wonderful experience. Just, you know, cooking in the kitchen, and, you know. But, yeah, man, like, I'm all for cooking, cleaning.
Wait, hold on. What was that? Huh? What was all that?
Let's move on.
All right, yeah.
Let's move on. But yeah, man, like I'm definitely down to sharing responsibility, especially when it comes to cooking and cleaning. Like, man, that's why I'm trying to learn to cook. Yeah, because I want to be able to throw down.
Yeah, man. And you know, my mama told me this. You want to learn how to cook. It can be a very intimate and romantic situation. You know, when you both in the kitchen doing your thing.
I'm telling you, man. Look,
like,
be over there.
Child be like, Daddy, why was I? Whoa, you was made in the kitchen. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Look, ain't nothing like a woman stirring that bowl and it just be shaking. I'm like, hallelujah. Won't he do it? Will he won't? Yes, Lord.
You know, I never even thought about that.
I'm telling you, bruh.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as you said it, I was like, you know what? God dang it, you was on to something, man. He on to something.
Yeah, man.
If you know, you know. And if you don't, you gonna learn today.
Yeah. But yeah, man, like we said, cooking and cleaning, that's a shared responsibility. Yeah. So another big like gender role that's been specifically for women is taking care of kids. Like, I've never understood why it was always a woman's job to raise the kids and then like a man's job to work. Like,
oh, I've even heard it like this, like some women raise them, or like the roles switch like after the child gets a certain age, especially like boys, like till they're like, I don't know the specific age, like say 10 or something like that, and then the father takes them, like some weird stuff like that. Like, I don't know. I mean, I feel like it should be both parents need to be there the whole time.
Exactly. Like, share that responsibility. You know, even if you're not with the person you made that child with, sharing that responsibility. Like, they need both of you guys in their lives. Like, they need to see two parents cooperating with each other. That means don't be fighting and arguing in front of your children, cause they be soaking up all that. Like, you know, that should never be a one person thing, cause that's a burden, man. Like, if you trying to handle all that by yourself, like, yeah, but man, like, I'm gonna be up in my kids' life. Yeah, they gonna get tired of seeing me.
Yeah, but like, no locked doors.
Look,
no more locked doors.
Look,
locking doors. Like, boys, you crazy?
Shoot,
you locking doors around here?
Look, and I'm gonna be that annoying parent too.
Like, I wish a child will try and challenge my authority on locking doors. Be like, well, Daddy, you lock your door. All right, bet. I'm gonna leave my door unlocked, and I dare one of y'all to come into in our room at 9 or 10 o'clock at night. I dare one of y'all to come in my room. See what happens. See what happens. You gonna see something you ain't trying to see.
Be scarred for life.
Like, dare no more locked doors. I wish you
think you were gonna stop?
Y'all just gonna keep going, boy. I told you not to come in here.
What you want? What you want?
What you doing to my mama? We wrestling. Don't worry about it.
I'm telling them straight up. we in here. You know the rest. But yeah, man, like, yeah, raising kids shouldn't be a one person thing at all. Like, in any form. Shouldn't be just the women, shouldn't be just the men. Like, it should be an equal partnership. Like, even the decision making for kids, like, that needs to be a partnership thing.
All right, so let's talk about, all right, this is a heavy one right here. The household thing. You know, leader of the household.
Yeah.
All this type of stuff. You know, a lot of times, at some point or another, you know, it was like the men were the breadwinners, right? You know, but that not even in recent years. I mean, shoot, that's changed. That hasn't been the case for some time now. You know, women are out here getting money.
Oh yeah,
they out here getting money. They getting to it.
Yeah, man. You know? Like, for me, I'm the type of person is no matter what, I'm gonna make sure I can handle all the bills without her help. But at the same time, you know, I'm a partner with her. Like, and I'm not one of those that's like, if she make more than me, then no, they ain't gonna work. Like, no, I'm like, go get it. Make that money, honey. Like,
okay, I'm glad you said it. All right, so a lot of times, I mean, I think maybe you should already know that type of person before you say I do know where their mindset is. See, because I want to go ahead and say it doesn't matter to me who makes the most.
Exactly.
But what I'm asking, or what I want to talk about, is like, all right, because sometimes ego gets in the way, especially for men. You know, where we feel
like,
you know, we feel we can feel inferior. You know, the ego is hit, and then sometimes even it might even be women. You know, it goes to their head. You know, sometimes, you know, and now they're talking down.
Yeah, exactly.
To men, you know, their husband or whoever.
And you know what, man? My own parents had that dynamic. You know, my mom made more than my dad, but she always respected him as the head of the household. She always, you know, was like, whenever they wanted to make a big purchase, like, they came together. I was like, well, we could do this, this, and this. And, you know, they came together and did bills, all of that. For me, I'm the same way. Like, you know, I'm cool. Like, I'm number one fan of her making more. I'm rooting for you. I'm like, please exceed me. And like, also with that, and I believe she'll still respect me as the head of household, you know?
Right.
And I'm like, even even if she's better at handling finances, I'm cool with her doing that.
Right.
You know, because like she may know more stuff than I do. And I'm like, you know, as long as we agreed upon, you know, what we're going to do with what, I'm cool with it.
So for
man.
you, as long as like the communication is there, we good.
That's all we need, man.
And,
Like,
and I agree.
mm-hmm.
So like, I just hope that, you know, as you know, more couples get together, that they communicate.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter whether the man's making more money or whether the woman's making more money.
Yeah.
That, you know, they're still communicating. It doesn't really matter who's making. It doesn't matter who's making more money.
Nope.
We are one.
Exactly.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
Yep.
So like, and y'all respect each other. It's crazy how much money can affect how people think.
Oh yeah,
and
bro.
how they carry themselves.
It'd be like, huh?
It's an epidemic.
A while ago, like they were saying that money was the number one reason for divorces. And I was like, well, dang.
I could see that. I mean, to a certain extent.
But nowadays it's like it costs too much to get a divorce. So it's like,
Yeah, that's why a lot of people ain't even trying to get married.
Look.
They'd rather just live together. That way they can just the most they got to pay for is, maybe buying their way out of a contract. They're renting wherever they live in or something like that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about though the professional world, the working industry. There's a lot of female supervisors, CEOs, things of that nature. What do you think about that?
Oh, I'm definitely down, bruh. Like, I already know my wife gonna be a CEO. She's gonna be the CEO.
Okay, so we're gonna get back to that. Let's get more general. How many out of all the supervisors that you've had, how many of them have been women?
Let's see. I had 1, 2. Not my direct well, you know, Wild Adventures.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Yeah, I mean
that was a woman.
They weren't my direct one, but they were over the whole thing.
Well, yeah, okay. So how many direct out of all your direct supervisors, like people that you answer to, how many of them were women?
About 3.
And just like on average, like, well, let me ask. Well, guess what I'm asking? Like, out of all the supervisors you've had, which ones were better on average? Was it the men or the women?
That was difficult because I had one supervisor who was a woman, but she was just mean to everybody. So I don't even count her. Okay. One, I wasn't there for long.
Right. Okay.
So it's like that hardly counts in my head.
All right.
But like the other ones, they've been evenly matched. You know, and again, I've had some trash supervisors that were men as well.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. I kind of figured that, like, cause for a while, you know, I've heard a lot of, I've heard people say a lot of crazy things. Like, I even had a girl who tell me like that the world didn't need men. I'm like, wow. I don't know. I guess she thought she was gonna go to Themyscira or something with Wonder Woman in them or something. I'm like, oh, you don't need men. Like, I think it's important. What men's biggest downfall is that we didn't respect women enough.
Oh yeah.
Like what they contribute first of all to this world, you know, and to us as men, you know, our wives, our mothers. Like, we didn't put enough respect on that.
You know what? My first job, I got hired by a woman, and like she was one of the sweetest ladies. Like, she was just real cool. Like, even in a stressful situation as Wendy's was, she made it better. But then she left, and I had someone else come in, and
in my first job, it was well, technically, it would have been the cleaning service that my mom had. So
I was saying, how was that as a boss?
My mom was cool. My mom was cool. I didn't really want to do it.
Gotcha.
I didn't like cleaning up after folks.
Oh yeah, I feel
like I was like, especially like if they was like really nasty, I wanted to take my broom and beat them with it.
Look.
Like for being that nasty. I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't need to clean up. I'm gonna clean you up with this broom.
I had one janitorial job, and that was working at Home Depot distribution.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't.
Like, that was for the birds.
I was like, nah, man.
That was for the birds. But yeah, man, like, you know, I love women in the workforce, man, because like they bring a different mindset. You know, sometimes, like, I don't want to phrase it this way, but it is what it is. When there's too many men around, like, that testosterone can, you know, overpower everything. And like it's the same with women.
Yeah.
You know?
Too much of either one.
Yeah.
Like, cause
man.
like, yeah, men, like, we cutthroat. Women, I done seen it both ways. Women be cutthroat.
Oh yeah.
I really said all that to say it doesn't matter if your supervisor, man or woman.
Yeah.
They can be a great supervisor or they can be trash.
Exactly. It's all about character. I don't think gender plays a role
at all.
How good or bad someone is, or
at
whether
all.
they can do the job or not. You know.
At all. Gender does not play a role, man.
Look.
Like, it is all about that character, how they were raised, how they were raised to treat people.
Look,
man. Like,
bruh, when I first got to Wendy's, there was this black lady. She was probably in her 40s, and you know, on the application, it's like, you gotta lift only 15 pounds. When I tell you, this lady was lifting more than I can lift of them boxes of fries, I was like, man.
Was she eating them?
No, like, you know, the fries come like frozen, like in a bag.
Oh, boy.
But they have like 5 bags.
She's got that good technique.
Look, she lifted with her knees or something, because I was like, how?
Yeah, she got that technique.
I was like, and the
I
floor was
ain't gonna lie,
slippery.
that was your first job?
Yeah, Wendy's.
Well, Wendy's was my official first job. And I don't know. I got hired by a dude, but he acted like a woman.
Well.
And he was that one that was like, well, you know, you ain't seem enthused. You know, you wasn't smiling. And I was back there washing dishes. He's like, you wasn't really smiling. You ain't seem enthused about washing dishes. So I was like
you be smiling washing dishes?
I'm like, bro, this dude really want me to go off on him, man. He really do. I mean, I didn't really see no other. I really didn't see no other motivation behind saying something so stupid. But I was like, he really just want me to go off and leave. That's what it is, cause like it's got to be.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, so like I worked 2 nights.
Oh dang!
And then he didn't call me. He didn't put me back on the schedule for 2 weeks. He's like, I took you off the schedule for a couple of weeks because you didn't seem enthused. That's why I ain't gonna lie. That's a whole nother conversation. Like he it was one of our people.
Yeah.
And like I ain't gonna lie, boys. Like anybody who ever, I don't know if somebody ever told me this, that you know having a black supervisor is better. I found out that was a lie.
Yeah.
It goes back to what we just said. Just like gender doesn't play a role, race doesn't either.
Because you can have trash.
Woo!
But I have seen a lot of black people, they allow power to get to their head
quickly
because they're not used to being in, you know, powerful positions or even seeing people.
A lot of them ain't never had nothing.
Yeah, so like some people, when they get up to that status, it's like they flip the script. Like
it's just like ones who, as soon as they get a little bit of money, you know, they get acting crazy. It's like, cause they ain't never had nothing, man.
Yeah, man, they be switching up on us. I be like, man, calm down. Like, bruh, I'm still the same person. You know, I'm gonna respect you in your job, but calm down. Like, treat me the same. But yeah, man, like I'm definitely down for my lady making more, being a CEO, working for a woman. As long as, you know, ain't treating me like trash, I'm cool for it, man. It's all about the character and, you know, if you're good at your job as well.
Right.
So,
Right.
So I'm down for all of it.
Most definitely. So well, let's see what other roles are out there, like major roles, gender roles out there. I'm thinking.
Let me see. I think those are the major ones.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Because
what do you feel about women who take on men roles?
What do you mean, like men roles?
Like if your woman was out there building houses.
Shoot, she know how to build a house. Show me.
Yeah.
Show me how. I don't know nothing about it, but I'd like to learn.
Facts. Like, man, I'm the same way, bro. Like
look, I don't mind being a steward under anybody, long as they act like they got some sense. I mean, if they know something I don't know how to do, exactly. I'm like, yo, show me how to do this. And you know, that's a whole nother conversation. Yeah. People be they stingy with the knowledge. Like.
Yeah,
I've met a lot of people that are stingy. They're stingy with the knowledge. Like they know how to do something. Man, they'll duck and dodge you. They acting like you asking them for money.
Yeah, exactly, man. All you want to know is the know-how.
Like you just want to know how to do it for yourself. Nah, they ain't trying to. That's a whole nother conversation right there, boy. Like people who don't want to share stuff. They don't want to share no knowledge.
Yeah, man. Shoot.
But man, I'm like, shoot, if she know how to build a house or fix an air conditioner or whatever it is, like, show me.
Fix my car, girl.
Like, show me how to do it. I mean, I have no shoot. Girl know how to fix my car. I mean, but shoot, I mean, I do things myself. Like, I change my own oil, all that type of stuff there. But I mean, if she know how to fix the AC, man, show me.
But at the same time, keeping my male energy and being a gentleman as well.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
my girl ain't touching no doors. I'm gonna be open.
True.
Like, bruh, it be simple stuff that men should be doing that they don't do. Like, you know,
they pumping the gas.
Yeah, like walking on the street side of the sidewalk. You know, like little stuff like that, man. Like, it goes a long way. But you know, other than that, man.
Hold up. What would you do? What if she kept the attitude with you for doing that type of stuff? They're out there. Yeah. Those types of women are out there.
Look, I've dealt with that as well, and it
any type of chivalry, it's like viewed as like they're like the type of like I don't believe in the whole princess waiting for Prince Charming type. All that type of shenanigans type of stuff there. I mean, go out there. I'm all for you going out there and getting it for yourself. But, dog, if you catch an attitude with me just for opening up the door, I might let it hit you on the way. Yeah.
Facts, man.
I'm sorry. That's just the type of person I am.
Look, like, that's where humility has to come in. Like, man, you gotta be humble, cause like people be taking it for granted. You know, I've seen it a lot of times in relationships where some women will be like, "You too nice to me." Like, how are you too nice to somebody? Like, how that even work?
All I did was say, "Have a nice day."
You treat me too nice. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, no, nothing's wrong. That's how it's supposed to be. I think a lot of people lack examples of, how they should be treated. So when they meet someone who has a good character or, just, the right type of person, they be confused because they're not used to seeing that. They ain't used to seeing people, truly care about them with no strings attached. Like, it's a myth to them. But yeah, man, that's why healing has to take place
on both sides.
Oh yeah,
of the spectrum. Today, officially, I mean this episode, we pre-recording it. Today is Monday, right now, so happy with International Women's Day.
Oh yeah, happy International Women's Day.
So shout out to all the women that's out there getting it.
Yes, sir.
And if you ain't getting it, hope you're getting it soon.
Go get it.
Because we are no longer in the Prince Charming days. That junk is over.
Yeah.
That junk is over. It's OV.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, man. You got anything else you
No. Like we said, man, like I'm all down for like most of it. Now there's certain stuff, like I said before, that's just chivalrous. You know, I'm gonna be the one to take out the trash. I'm gonna be the one that, you know, walks her wherever she needs to go. Like, you know, I'm gonna be there. But, you know, I'm at the same time, I respect her as an individual. You know, like I believe in what she can do for herself. Like I'm gonna push her to be all she can be. Like that's my role. Like I'm here to cultivate, you know?
Yeah. Like the Garden of Eden.
Yes,
We
sir.
out here cultivating.
Cultivating the land.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So yeah. Well, I mean, that's a lot to think about. You know, hope we didn't offend nobody. If we did, oh well.
I mean, if you're offended by this, what you watching this for?
Yeah, truly.
I'ma just put that out here. What you
Truly.
watching for if you offended?
Hey, bro, I seen somebody say, we get pregnant. We ain't asked for that. I'm like,
No, so it did.
I'm like, well, I mean,
You did the work.
I'm like, yeah,
You
you
get
was
the
asking for something. If you got pregnant, I mean, but
Yeah.
that's neither here nor there. I'm just like pointing out the craziness that in this day and time people will throw out there, man.
yeah.
It's just foolishness.
Straight up foolishness.
Speaking of which, y'all already know what time it is.
Oh yes.
It is Miss Me with the Foolishness. Speaking of International Women's Day,
Man.
somebody's granny was out here wilding.
Yeah. So let me share with you this article. Now there's this 83-year-old granny, and she's accused of training her 65 cats to steal from her neighbors. 65. All in the same house. Like, I don't even know how you would have space for all them cats. Like, God, it must stink in there. But anyway, let me go through this article. So, she was arrested and accused of training dozens of cats to steal jewelry and other valuables from her neighbors. The Columbus Police Department opened an investigation on Ruth Gregerson on her 65 cats in October after several neighbors reported small objects being stolen. So several people reported her because they noticed, you know, the disappearance of several shiny objects. They started a surveillance on her house, and they saw dozens of cats were constantly coming and going, bringing home anything that was shiny. So she was like Fagin from Oliver Twist. If you don't know Fagin, he was the leader of the little kids that stole, and you know she was pretty much doing the same thing.
Thievery.
Look, they said in less than 3 hours of surveillance, the detectives saw the cats bring home more than 100 objects. 3 hours.
Wow.
So when they searched her house, they found over $650,000 worth of jewelry and precious metal. Look, they found a total of 65 cats and 17 kittens. So, and it's crazy. Like, that's how they had to earn their meals. Like, she wouldn't feed the cats unless they brought home something valuable. So they had to literally fight for their meal. Like, so
She was slick. She was voluntarily not feeding them so people would feel sorry for them and let them in the house so they could feed them. As soon as they let them in the house, it's a wrap.
yeah.
And this is interesting because, like, this isn't the first. She's the first one to be accused of training cats.
Yeah.
But apparently they've They had a monkey back in 2009.
Yeah, he was hypnotized.
Stealing plants from a Texas nursery. And in 2013, a Chicago court sentenced a man to 5 years of prison for training ferrets to steal cell phones from people on the street and in public buses.
Man, that's crazy. That's in Chicago. How you get a monkey in Chicago?
No, Chicago was the ferrets.
Oh well, yeah.
They ain't the monkey that was in Texas.
Oh, dang. Well, either way, like, man.
Yeah, y'all
just wilding. Like, how? I want to know how she did it. Like,
bro, she looked like she did it.
Look,
All like that mug shot says I did it.
Like, yeah, it was me. Like, bruh, like, I know her house had to smell bad. 65? Ooh. Like,
got my stomach.
Man, like, ugh. Like, I wouldn't even feel comfortable sleeping in that house.
Yeah. You know, she got kitty litter all over the place.
Look,
just
kitty litter, hair. Like, man, I wouldn't do nothing in that house.
No, kittens all in the kitchen, just walking over the kitchen sink and all this other shenanigans.
Yeah, man. I was like, oh no.
Disgusting.
Hell no. But yeah, man, like, be careful out here. You know, it's crazy. Like, people training cats to steal, training monkeys, training ferrets. Don't be
training their kids.
Look.
It's out here.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Training the kids to steal out here.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, like, y'all just gotta stay away from this foolishness, cause it's been out here. You know?
Yeah. And it ain't going nowhere. So
no.
I mean, it's
gonna
get worse, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
So y'all keep that in mind. We're gonna continue to talk about all month. We're gonna be talking about, you know, different things. It's all things women this month.
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll continue to talk about these things. And y'all hit us up. You know, you can always hit us up at parkinglotparables@gmail. You know, follow us on all social media outlets, Parking Lot Parables. If you want to follow me, you can follow me at Matthew Priest on Facebook, Matthew_E_Priest on Instagram, and Unprecedented MP on Snapchat and Twitter.
Oh yeah, if you want to follow me, you can follow me at The Chase Harden on all social media platforms.
And once again, just want to say happy International Women's Day.
Oh yeah.
Happy Women's History Month. Y'all stay up out here. Don't spend all that stimulus check at once.
Yeah.
When you get it, if you get it,
look.
Lord, can we get it?
Look, win.
Hey, but once again, we do appreciate y'all coming to kick it with us. Until next time, I am Matt B.
And I'm Jerry Chase.
One time.
Yes, sir.